1 Kings 8:46. Because the sis was asked, how you doing, sis? So what are you learning? What are you learning? Learning a lot. You learn. You Native American. All praise to the Most High, because guess what? It's your time, sis. Because in the last days, when the so-called Native Americans, who are called Gad in the Bible, when they wake up, it's over. It's a done deal. Christ is coming back. And right now, we're going into the to the reservations and to some of the what they call that, the powwows that they have. We're going into there. And now, guess what's happening? The white man Esau is saying we're hating them because we're going there to tell them that they're God's chosen people. You see that? So it's a war. It's a war against us. It's a war against the Israelites. But you ask about being forgiven, right? And sis, you said you know you an Israelite. So now we got to say, what must we do? Because the officer was talking about us going into captivity. Captivity is hell, right? And rulership is heaven. Because right now the white man is in his heaven, right? The so-called white man, which is Esau in the Bible, right? Read.
1 Kings 8:46. If they sin against thee.
You hear that? It said if they. Who are the they? Those are the Israelites who were walking with Moses through the Red Sea and was given the law, statutes, and commandments. We broke those laws. Read. That's why we went into captivity. Read.
For there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them.
God is angry with us. God is angry with us. He's angry with our sisters. You're supposed to be the daughter of Sarah. Why are we coming out here with pants on? Tight pants at that. Pants that reveal our curves. We forgot who we were. Why are we putting blonde in our hair like this man right here? You said what?
It's life.
It's life? You know whose life it is? Because it ain't yours. That's what we're here to do. We're here to give you life. The true life. Because that blonde in your hair, that's death. And we're going to show you the scripture. Read.
If they sin against thee, for there is no man that sinneth not, and thou be angry with them.
Because we are in sin. The past is sin. Smoking weed is a sin. Putting blonde hair in your head, that's a sin. Putting anything other than what God gave you is a sin, because Christ had woolly hair. So why are we proud of that? Why are we proud of that? So Christ is looking at you like, my sisters ain't even proud of me. They ain't even proud of what I made them. I made you beautiful. Every white woman wants to be you. They want your lips and your hips. And some of them want your hair. And at Halloween, they putting on your stuff, trying to be you. But you sitting up there trying to be them. And God made you special, sis. So we shouldn't be walking around here looking like these other nations. Read.
And thou be angry with them, and deliver them to the enemy.
Because he delivered us to the enemy because we broke his laws. Y'all keep wondering why this happened. Why, God? It's because we broke God's laws. That's why he had to deliver you to the base people on the earth. He had to deliver you to somebody that ain't as strong as us. You think our men wasn't strong enough to fight against the so-called white man in the west coast of Africa? That happened because God put the power on them to take us into captivity.
Read. So that they carry them away captives unto the land of the enemy, far or near. Yet, if they shall bethink themselves.
Christ said, remember yourself. Bethink yourself. Renew your mind, sis. What you have on is an abomination to God. What you have on is abomination to God. Remember that your hair was beautiful. Remember that the sole of your foot wouldn't even have to touch the ground. People would carry you.
Right.
We were gods on this earth. You were princesses, true bloodline princesses. What happened? What happened? We broke God's laws and we're suffering. Our kids are suffering. Our moms don't have dads for them. We don't have fathers to look to. Our pastors are lying. They're scattering the sheep. Read.
Yet, if they shall bethink themselves,
Think.
in the land whither they were carried captives, and repent.
We got to repent.
That's right. And make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carry them captive, saying, we have sinned.
We have sinned, sis. We sinned. We sinned. And once we remember that, then what?
We have done perversely.
So that's what when you feeling guilty, you say, well, how do I be forgiven? That's because you got to start wearing a dress. You got to start keeping the Sabbath day. Stop eating pork, shrimp, and lobster. Stop doing what the white man told you. He's a liar. He's the devil. He's a deceiver. We're already deceiving. You don't even know it. You don't even know you haven't been following Christ at all. You never followed the true Messiah of the Bible. Never.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
Never did, because you don't even know him. Read.
We have committed wickedness, and so return unto thee with all their heart and with all their soul in the land of their enemies.
That's what we have to do. In this land of our enemies, where we keep marching saying Black Lives Matter, where they keep raping and kidnapping our sisters, where they keep killing that boy who he got killed in the front door just by knocking on the door, looking for his brother and sister. The white man came out and shot him.
Right,
when George Zimmerman get to get away, and you know that boy Trayvon Martin was innocent. In the land of your enemies, the people that hate you, everybody can come to America and prevail. The Chinese man got a shot. The Arab man got a shot. The African man got a shot. Where's the Israelites grocery store? Where's the Israelites bank? Where's our thing? Where's our government? Why we don't sit in the UN? Why we don't sit at the nation of tables? The table of nations. Why we don't sit there? Who's fighting for us? So what must we do? We must return and come back to God's law. Deuteronomy 30. And this is the answer. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 1. And this is the answer. We're going to close out with this. There's scriptures in the Bible that says blonde hair is a sin. It's a plague. It's leprosy. It's unclean. That white man, he don't even have melanin. So when you don't have melanin, what else grows out of you? Blonde hair, which has no melanin. But you envy him, and you put it in your hair. You shouldn't do that. Voluntarily, he didn't ask you to do it, and you do it. We put Asian hair, and we think that's beauty. Because of what Cosmo, the magazine, taught you, sisters. But guess what? A lot of you, the reason why y'all not getting married, because men don't really like that. We really like natural women. We don't like all them eyelashes and extra, but we don't like all that stuff. We really don't. Y'all doing that for yourselves and each other. Girl, look what she got on. Look at her. And then you go and try to beat her. You see what I'm saying? Trying to beat her. And the men look at you like, I don't want that. And you're looking like that. So all you look, you're advertising saying, I'm easy. I really don't have self-esteem. So you can take advantage of me. But this is what we have to do. Close up.
Deuteronomy 30 verse 1. And it shall come to pass.
It's going to happen. Just like the slave ships was prophesied to happen, that happened. Just like COVID-19 was prophesied to happen, that happened. Just like World War III that's coming to destroy America, if you Israelites don't come out, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, if you don't come out of the sins of America, you're going to burn here. You're going to die in your captivity. And this is what we must do. This is the promise. This is the promise, sis. So when you leave here, don't take this and then go home and do something else. The first thing you need to do is get online and find out IUIC. Find you these teachers. And you got to heed to us. You got to cleave unto us because your brothers is leading you out of here. We're leading you to salvation. Read.
And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee.
The curses, all these things that happen to us. Read.
The blessing and the curse.
The blessing during King David, we was rulership. The curse, we went into slavery. You got blonde in your hair. You wearing pants. You on the corners. Look at our people. We on the corner, the street corner. Read.
Which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God had driven thee.
Because he scattered us all over the four corners of the earth in those slave ships. Read.
And shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice.
We got to obey his voice with the words that we're speaking. That's the voice of God. Don't let nobody tell you, I heard God, if it ain't coming out these scriptures.
That's right. Read. According to the voice, according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity.
Then he's going to take us out of America. Right. And you know how he's going to do it? With nuclear power that they're revving up right now with China and Russia and Iran and all these other nations that are against America. Because soon as that happens, then when he finds his people And he said, that's my daughter. She has on a dress. That's my daughter. Her hair is natural. She's wearing her natural beauty. She's keeping my commandments. She's teaching her children how to love their husbands, how to love themselves. I see her keeping the commandments. I see him keeping the Sabbath day, my holy days. Those are my people. And when he comes down and gets us, he's going to know who to sift through and grab and take into the kingdom. And we must come back to him. That's salvation. This man is a liar. This is your king. All right, it's time to follow.
All praise. All praise.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models.